Hey, Zango Nation, it's Ryan Anderson. It's 7 o'clock on Saturday afternoon or evening in Mountain Standard Time. So we're going to get started here. Thank you so much for all of you guys coming on the line on a weekend. I really appreciate it. I'm just still fired up after the Get Amp call this morning. A lot of great things, got good activity going on. So a lot of fun, and this is exciting time to be part of Zango as we start this next wave of Zango, and we really create and put the platform based on the fundamentals and the tools and everything that you need to be successful. I was doing another call this morning, and I was talking about how as we're rolling a lot of these tools out, and definitely been running them by a lot of my friends and mentors within Zango, as well as outside of Zango within our industry, and as well as outside of our industry. And a lot of the things that I've been talking about is what we are doing. And the overall consensus that I've been hearing is what I believe to be true is that, for over 12 years, Zango's done a great job of showing people how to be successful. We've had a great 12-year run. We've created over 100 millionaires, over 40 multimillionaires, 250,000, 500 heirs, and almost 200,000 thousandaires, as we get closer to our goal of creating 1 million thousandaires. That's what we're really striving for and working towards. We've obviously been able to show people how to have success. But, the overall consensus that I'm getting is that what I believe to be true is that we're actually able to teach people now how to be successful not only in Zango, but in a $178 billion industry. We can literally teach you how to be successful. I think a lot of times people that get into this business, they act on the skill sets that they have. They put in a lot of ambition and drive and passion, and that'll get them to a certain place. But if we don't do more to help educate and train and give that knowledge that everyone needs to become a true network marketing professional, it's hard to teach those things to become successful. And that's what I'm really excited about, is I really believe that we've been able to help people along that way, and we've got everything in place. And that's why I know where this company is going. That's how I know that we're going to that next level, is because we're truly able to create the opportunity to help people grow and to be successful and to help grow from that aspect. And so tonight I actually am doing this webinar from my parents' house in southeastern Utah. My dad has just a little under 200 beehives. I'll be posting some photos tomorrow on Facebook when I recover. But we've been separating hives today and doing some stuff, and it's been fun. A lot getting together with the family and some friends and doing some things and talking about what each other's been doing. One of the things that I was listening to on the way when I was driving to here, I believe that every time we're in our cars, it's the mobile university, and we have to take advantage of that. And one of the tools I was listening to was talking about becoming a network marketing professional and talking about how, it's the same thing that we've been talking about on these webinars and calls, is that a lot of times when we get into the profession for the very first time, or maybe we've been into it multiple times, but it seems like we have this behavior where we always try to fall back on trying to sign somebody up the very first time we come in contact with them, trying to get a commitment for them to buy, trying to get them to get a commitment to sign up, trying to get them to get a commitment of doing some sort of activity, referring a friend or something. And the reality is that we're taking them along the journey. On the CD that I was listening to today, we talked about it was 4 to 6 positive contacts. And I believe that, within our industry, it's probably a little bit more than that to take people down a journey. But one of the things that he said on the CD today that kind of really impacted me, or something that just made sense with everything that we're doing, is that, if you go back to every person that you've ever talked to about Zango or about this opportunity, and how many of those people was it, you shared everything with them all at once, and then the answer was no, and then you left it at that. And the reality was that they said on the CD is that your sole purpose of every contact that you make with somebody is to set up the next contact. And he said if you go into every contact with that intent or purpose, then you'll lead them down a journey. You know, you're going in with intent to inform and educate so that they can make an informed decision, and then you'll take them down a path. But your sole intent isn't to give them all of the information. It's to set up the next appointment or the next contact or the next opportunity to watch something. And so tonight I'll get off my soapbox and I'll jump into a little bit of some of the prospecting tools on how to create a presentation within the system, as well as how to create your own QR code. So those are the two things that we're going to cover tonight. Now, some of the questions that I've got back, and I've got a lot of questions back, and some that I've been able to respond to, some that I haven't quite got to yet, and I apologize. For a faster response, you guys can go to send an email, wwt@xango.com. You'll get a quicker response. There's a whole team rather than just myself answering those. So I apologize if there's some of you who reached out and I haven't had a chance to get back to yet. But wwt@xango.com. I've got a whole host of team of people who are way more knowledgeable than I am that can answer some of those questions faster for you. So presentations, one of the questions I've been getting about is, you know, why would I create a presentation, and two, how do I do it? And am I uploading my own stuff? Am I doing all of these things? And remember when we launched the Power of Three, the big thing, the big focus that we said or that we spoke about was we didn't want you guys to have to be the message anymore. We wanted to, us, the corporate, create the message and then empower you guys to go out and be the messengers. So the only thing that you guys have to focus on is sharing the message that the corporate's given you, empowered you with to share, and then add your own personal story to it so that makes that much more believable and reliable because it's your story. Because remember, every time somebody joins your team, every time somebody buys a product from you, they're not joining XANGO. They're not buying a product from XANGO. They are simply joining your team, and they're buying a product from you. And so it's important that as you do this is that you add your story to it. So let's just jump right into it. The presentation builder, here it is. This is your dashboard. This is what you're going to get used to. You're going to see this a lot. You're going to come over here to prospecting, and then you're going to scroll down here to presentation builder, and you're going to be able to just pop up presentation builder. It's really fast. It's really quick. Now, really, I want to, as I go through these trainings, I want to show you that if you get to this spot and you get stuck and you don't know what to do, you can simply come over here to the training tab, and then you can look at, there's some two tutorials, there's some training. Right here, there's a presentation builder tutorial that will actually walk you through on how to create your own presentation. There's also in Mastering Your Business, there's also the Mastering Your Business QR codes right here. So when I go into the QR code builder, I'm not actually going to take you back here, but I just wanted to show you the QR builder. There's a 5-minute, 24-minute video that's already there. You can play it at your leisure. You can do it if you get stuck. You can go there here on how to create your own presentation builder tool. There's right here is a 3-minute, 35-second video. So all of those are just right here. Let me just make sure I'm doing this by myself with one screen tonight. Let me just make sure I don't have any questions. I do have a question. Says I think that yes, Rod, that's a great point. Rod said, I think that the difference were in the sharing info biz, not convincing selling biz. And that could not agree with you more. That is exactly right. We're not selling. We're simply connecting people to what it is that they're looking for. So great one, Rod. That is a great point. So let me go back here to the presentation builder. Okay, there we go. Now it should be on your screen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on the prospecting tool. We're going to go down to the presentation builder. And then what it's going to do is it's already got everything preloaded for you. So you can come in here You can create some different folders. These are liked or disliked based on some selection. You can go in here and say, choose like the different videos and things that you would like to have. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into, and I'm going to create a presentation based off of, and there's a search button here that this is basically the first step in the presentation is your videos. You can see that right here. Is that the first step in here is going to be creating a video. One of the things that I told you guys in the beginning with this launch of this tool is that the founders and executive team are committed to continuously updating and creating new video content. In fact, I don't even think I've said this yet, but a lot of you were actually in the corporate office when we filmed a video a couple weeks ago, and literally we are going to be launching that video, the next biggest, best corporate video ever, not in just XANGO's history, will actually be released on Tuesday with the My XANGO Builder rollout on the 21st. So, but anyway, you can go in here, you can search for the video if you want, but on this one, I'm going to take somebody through, I want to have the Joe story video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this right here. Now I've added that. Now the other question is like, let's say I want to add another video. I can come in here and let's just say what does LB like. So I'm going to talk about Joe's story. I'm going to talk about LB. And I want Dr. Templeman's story. I can add that all right here as well. If I don't want them there, I can just I can take them out by just simply clicking on them. But let me just add the 365 there. Okay, perfect. So now what I've done is I've set it up so that when somebody goes to my presentation, either I've emailed it to them, I've texted it to them, or I've added this. You can also add this presentation to the QR code, which I will show you later, which you can actually have a presentation. So anytime somebody clicks on the link or they open it up through their text or they scan the QR code, the first video based on the order in which these videos are there is how they will actually play. And remember, the videos will actually play based on going to your replicated website. Remember, they're not going to be there on your replicated website. Remember, this is your how this is playing. They're going to play right there on your replicated website. So for the next portion of this, we're still uploading. You can still see that this is a development site. You can see all of that. So right now, the lead capture image is basically after they watch the videos, it's actually going to take them to a lead capture page if you wanted, and you'll have a host of them to look at. What's a lead capture page? It's basically a web page off of your replicated website where they can see a little bit of information, very little, but they can actually fill out their contact information, or they could request a free sample, or they could make a product purchase from there. To add a PDF to the presentation, I can go in and add a PDF. Obviously, we're going to have a whole bunch of PDFs. This one, the Science of Getting Rich. I can say that I want to name this presentation, oh, maybe I am going to be rich. Okay, and then I can save that presentation. And now, what would I like to do? I'd like to view the presentation, or I can send the presentation. If I click on send the presentation, and you can name the presentations, you can make the prospect feel good that you've gone in and you've set this up so that they know that it's going to be something for them. You can go in and set it up so you can name it after them, you can name it after your pet, you can name it after whatever. These are your presentations. Once they're built and saved, you can do whatever you'd like to with those presentations. The other thing I failed to mention is that you can select the different languages for different presentations. So let's say I'm here in the U.S. and I want to be building a business in Mexico. I can build a presentation in Spanish and send it to my contact in Spanish. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the presentation builder. It's really simple. It's a template. You choose what you want, you click save, and you can either send it or view it. Any questions on that before I go forward? Let me just make sure I'm not seeing any questions. Okay, great. I don't think, no. Okay, perfect. Not perfect that you don't have questions, but it's fine. You guys, maybe it's because I'm explaining it so well, you don't need it. All right, now let's go into the QR code. Again, just from your home screen or from any screen, there's a quick link that you can use. But what we're going to do is we're just going to click on prospecting. We're going to click on the QR code builder. Now the QR code builder is something that we've added another tab here because we want that to be a lot easier for people, because we believe that the QR code is going to make your life a lot easier. Now there's several apps out there that are free on your smartphones or tablets, which you'll be using to scan these, that are free. They're absolutely free. Pick one that works for you. They can go to their app store. They can type in free QR code builder, and they'll get a whole host of QR code apps that they can use on their phone. What are QR codes? QR code marketing tips, and then the QR code labels that'll talk to you about how to create those labels. Those are all here. So let's go into and create our own QR code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into and I'm going to look at my replicated website. IamXANGO.com. I want to, so the area of focus. So there'll be several areas of focus. As we start rolling out new products, we've got anti-aging, we've got antioxidants, we've got the mangosteen, we've got juice, we've got weight loss, we've got skincare, we've got personal care, and some of these new products are coming. You can choose the area of focus that you want it to be focused on and which website you would like them to end up on. You can come in here and choose a whole host of information. For this one here, we want, when they scan it, to add my own contact information, or let's say I want them to come in and learn about the XANGO Essentials. Now, every time I make a change, you're going to see that the QR code is going to change. Now, I want the text presets to go, if I wanted to have, some presets, I can do that. Now I can come in here and I can type in the headline. You can see right over here on the QR code, that's actually what your label is going to look like when you print it out. So right here, I could say I want my return address, 99999er, 49er Lane. You guys all love the 49ers, I hope. And then down here, I could put, see now I made that change, so you can see that all of that change happens right here. I can say, you will have your best day yet. I can change the font if I want. I can do Arial Black. I can do graphic. I can do whatever I want from this perspective. The headline is obviously going to be bigger. The text down here is going to be smaller. I can go in here and create the QR code. Now that's what my labels will look like when I print them out. Now that QR code, it tells you exactly how to load the labels into your printer if you want to do a professional label, or if you want to print out this paper, right here you could print out this paper. You could print it out on cardstock paper if you wanted to. You could email this page to Kinko's or to Office Max, and they could print it out for you, however you want to do. But now you've just created your own QR code that will walk them through a presentation and do exactly what it is that you want them to do. So now when you hand out your best day yet sample, it's literally got your QR code on there. So see how easy that was? We within a matter of 20 minutes with me gabbing and talking about my beloved 49ers, we've created a QR code that's going to take them through and show them a video and add your contact information and all of that right there from the QR code scan. And then we've also went in and created a presentation. So, NT questions. Richard O'Brien. Can I add the front end of the presentation a voiceover mine saying something like, "Hi Ryan, you are here is the presentation." Yeah. So right now with the QR code, that's a great question. The question is, can I go in and add a voiceover with the QR code that says, you know, "Hey Ryan, this is the presentation I promised you." Right now we do not have we do have the ability to do something like that, Richard. However, when we first release the tool, we are going to have all of that buttoned down, and then we've got the ability for a recognition piece for certain leaders. So once you get to a certain level, that you'll be able to upload videos, audio files, and different things like that for your teams and for yourself, which will be a great one opportunity. And the question is on the presentation. That same thing would apply. And where that would apply, Richard, with the presentation is if I go back into the presentation builder, where we would allow that to happen. But again, we're locking that down, is we would have it would actually show up underneath your media files. So it would be a media file that you could upload, and it would only be underneath your profile. And if your team, this is something else I'll show you guys really quickly, if you wanted your team to have that same audio file, you could actually come in here to the team access. You can create your own team. You can create a team that says Team O'Brien, save code. Now you can see that my team access code has been saved. So now anytime that my team comes in and I want to join a team, I can simply type in Team O'Brien. Oh, I cannot subscribe to my own team, unfortunately. But your team could. And then any of those files that you've uploaded would be there, but they would be exclusive to your team, and that's why we're keeping it as a recognition tool. But you could add that to the presentation builder. It would just show up underneath here as a media file. And then say that, can I take the LV with medication? That one, you would just say that one is your welcome message. You could put that there. And then I want it to go into Joe's story, and then you would see right here, now you can see that, you know, that would be where the voice portion is. So hopefully I made sense with that. Great. Any other questions? I know this one was a quick one, but I just wanted to show probably the ones that I've got the most questions about, how simple and easy they were, that we could do it in less than a half hour. Any other questions before I let you all go and enjoy your blessed, amazing, wonderful weekends? Speak up now or forever hold your peace. Dang, I missed it. Don't worry, Janice. It is recorded, and I will be uploading them to the, let me just show you guys this really quickly because I've had a couple of questions on this. If I come in here, I can go to www.xango.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. There's a couple of different ways that we could do this. Right from the tool page, Get Amped, I've got two presentations. I'll be uploading this one as well as the one that I did last night. Here, I'll load them and they'll be right here. You'll see the times listed that you can get that, as well as when you go back to the home page, any of the training, like the training that I did for Thursday night, is already right here, April 16th. You can click and watch this here as well. So these are the WWT trainings. You click and listen to any one of those. And then the Get Amped calls that we have, that we did we did one this morning that you all listened to that was great. Those, we are actually setting up a podcast where you can listen to them on your computer or download them to your smartphone, and then do like I do, that you can listen to these podcasts in your car while you're driving to and from appointments. So, alrighty. So that is there, Janice. That will be posted here very, very shortly, and it's there. So one of the questions here is, I've missed a couple. Ryan, when is this going to be live? This is launching live on the 21st, on Tuesday. So I would suggest tonight, tomorrow, Monday, we're having another training. The next training on this will be on Monday evening at 7 p.m. I would just suggest that you go back and listen to the recordings. I'll make sure that those are all posted for you guys tonight so that you guys can have them. And just be comfortable with the system. You can't break it. You can't push a button in there and it's not going to send, the Martians a text saying to come get you. You can't break the system at all. It's so easy. It's user-friendly. Please don't get scared. Don't get uncomfortable. We're going to be doing live trainings. You've got the support. You've got the training. You've got everything. You got it all. So Carol is asking QR code, free builder, or reader, or generator. I think you're going to look reader. I think you're asking about the app, Carol. So what you're going to do is you're going to search in your app store, free QR code reader, because you don't want to generate one because you've already got the tool to do that. You don't want to builder one because you've got the tool to do that. You just simply want to be able to read that. So, and then Janice, will we need to do something to have access when it's live? Yes. When it goes live, all you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go back into your back office, and there's simply going to be a SKU that you're going to simply be able to look at, and you're going to be able to say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is I want to do the 1 month, I want to do the we've got 1 month, 6 months. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the pricing for you guys so that you can see that. We've got the 1 month pricing, which is $14.95. You just choose that SKU. Everybody gets 30 days free. That our wonderful vendors have offered us. Everybody gets the first 30 days free. 6 month pricing, you can buy 6 months at a time, which is $80, which gives you an annual savings of $19.40. I think it equals out to be about $13.33 a month. And then 12 months pricing is $120. Averages out obviously to be $10 a month. Actually less than that because you're getting the extra month free with all of these. And so annual savings of $59.40. And then, as we get more users on the tool, we'll be driving down the price. And there's even talk about being able to add this into packs and with some of these new product packs and stuff that we'll be launching, in the near future with convention and some of those things where we can drive down the cost as well, even more. So, any other questions really quickly before I let you all go? Yes, it is amazing value, truly XANGO style. Thank you, love it, love you guys. I do want to say something really quickly. I know that this is a lot, and I know that you guys are hearing a lot from me, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting on every night and every week and supporting and doing what you're doing. I mean, you don't even know how much that means to all of us here at corporate as we're putting these on and looking at this, how you guys are supporting this, how you guys are getting behind this. We know that this is going to be what it's going to take for us to create that next wave in the industry, and we absolutely love you guys. So thank you guys so much. Have a blessed weekend. God bless each and every one of you, and thanks for joining us, and have a wonderful night. Thank you.